Hello guys, it's Fortune and I'm joined by Kyle and Navak.
Hi.
Hello.
And in today's podcast, we will cover these stuffs and things. How many subscribers the server has together, and the current amount of members, my, Navak's and Kyle's building project we're currently doing right now. We're also going to neaten up spawn, how we're going to neaten up spawn and stuff like that, what I'm doing with the FuturePerfect logo, and a few other things such as titling the server FuturePerfect with a space between future and perfect when it's actually one whole word. As well, we're also going to be talking about the is it 2.10 or 1.10?
2.10. No, it's not 2.10, it's 1.10.
1.10.
Either it's 2.0 or 1.10.
Minecraft 2.0.
I'm waiting for that day. But we're going to be doing 2.10.
There was a April
It's
Fool's
not
once.
2.10, it's
1.10 discussion. Done. So how many
1.10.
subscribers does the server have, Captain?
Let's do that one later because I'm adding it up.
Great talk. How many members do we have right now? 15, 14? Great talk.
Let's do that one later because I'm adding it up.
Talk about what mine... Okay, so my current project basically is a massive storage facility room. It's going to look so cool. It's going to have quartz, water, lily pads, vines for ceiling. I haven't got really a full focus on what I'm going to do. I know it's going to be color coded for every chest. But what are you working on, Kyle?
I've been working on this thing for a while. It was basically, I basically did it a while ago. I think it was episode 2 of my FuturePerfect where I put a straw poll in the description. And then I basically had like 3 different things. I was doing like a modern house, a rustic house, or like a rustic village. And the one that won was a rustic village. So I've been working on that a little bit. And I just recently finished building the farm because I promised I would do a farm with a barn and also a couple village houses. And I did build a mine shaft, but it basically intervened with someone else's mine. And now I can't use it without running into their mine shafts, so it's basically useless.
Well, it shouldn't be able to go into the mine shaft. But
it might actually be better to make it like an abandoned mine shaft to make it look basically neater than one that's abandoned, but make it still abandoned. So it makes sense why I won't be using it.
all right. What are you working on, Captain?
Currently working on the spawn building in spawn, obviously. Which will have places to allow people to donate to people to use the stuff for like spawn builds. Also like an ideas board of what you'd like to see in the spawn. It'll house the dragon egg, and it's gonna have like a map of spawn. Not using actual maps because they could be laggy. But I'm also working on a theme park with Copter. Copter players. We're working on a theme park together, where any member, if you're watching and you want to build, just contact me, and I'll tell you where you can build in the theme park. And that's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's a really good idea because I remember I tried doing it on another server, but it never really went anywhere. But the whole idea of having other people build mini games and having the people of the community come and play those games is really interesting.
Yeah, we wanted something, like you said, to bring the community together and stuff. And like whenever we work on it, me and Copter are always together. And I think collabs make for better videos. So yeah, it's more interesting, I think.
What are you gonna call it?
People. No idea yet. We still need. I kind of want it to be a pun, like something about FuturePerfect or something.
Puns
or
are always
Forge, I don't know. Puns are always great.
Forge.
Forge.
Not the actual server as a whole.
So,
Yeah, we need a pun, isn't it?
Kevin, do you want to talk about how you've been trying to neaten up spawn?
I mean, have I?
Yeah, you've been terraforming
I guess. I haven't done it in a long time, but yeah, I'm the one that normally does like the terraforming stuff in spawn. I'm watching. I'm saying this. I'm currently on the server and I'm watching Shoppy just destroy a mountain in spawn. I'm like, I do the terraforming. I'm making like mountains and stuff. Like I'm making my own mountains, which is a pain because I have no idea how to make things look natural. I'm not good at building and stuff. But yeah, I try my hardest, I guess. And yeah, I don't really know what you want me to say. Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's good enough. I will reinforce you soon once we do a vote on the server, and we'll need it up soon. You know what I mean? But we need to talk about just how the SMP's logo is going to be. Now, I am not the best drawing, and we don't really have someone who can actually do a logo. But do you know that F I have come with that infinity, hopefully looking like an infinity symbol behind it?
So yeah, he has a picture of an F with an infinity symbol, which to me is just an F with an infinity symbol. But yeah,
I was thinking we could all have a
sure.
different colour. Like yours could be green.
Yeah, that might be cool.
You know, just for the time being until we actually get like a proper logo done.
Yeah.
Alright, but do you want to move on to 1.10 on the Minecraft updates?
Yes. Now, I have the tweets that Jeb has been posting. Jeeb. That Jeeb has been posting.
GBO.
And basically, he's been giving like a lot of, not spoilers, but
Teasers.
a lot of things. A lot of teasers. And, so basically, I sent you guys all pictures if you go into. You should be able to see them. The first one that I sent, not really that interesting. I'm actually gonna go over to where he says
They
it.
should also be on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Because
Is it the
unfortunately,
village?
lazy.
The nice looking
Yeah,
village?
the nice little village. He said, I'm trying to find the tweet because I was just looking around at something else. Basically, he was talking about how it was originally, I think it was only in the Pocket Edition of Minecraft, but they decided to put it, hold on, I'm trying to find the tweet, exactly what he said. It was originally only in the Pocket Edition, but he decided to make it not just there, and also he actually did take some other features from Pocket Edition that we're gonna get to later. But right now, the nice Taiga Village. You can see this is also another exclusive thing to Pocket Edition, how the paths are made of path blocks now. And also, one thing not a lot of people have seen is if you look down at the bottom or the middle and then go down to the bottom, you'll see a little wooden bridge. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Apparently, that's another thing. They're gonna have
wow.
bridges in villages that go over water, so it's easier to traverse around them.
That's
good.
cool.
And also, I think it just looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks nice.
I don't really like the look of it. I don't think the spruce and the cobble go well together. I don't know.
I like it.
I don't know.
I like it.
I am happy about like more biomes getting more like stuff. I would like biomes to have unique stuff like the igloos.
Yeah.
They're a good addition because I like exploring in like different. And basically, the best place to explore right now is a desert because you get a chance of finding like a village. It's easy to find spawners on the surface, and you get the temples as well. But yeah, I would like more unique stuff in different biomes. That would be cool.
Right, next
So then,
image.
next image, it's not really that important, but you see it's an Enderman in the Nether. That's not the most important thing that we can have come out of it. But the one cool thing is that he said, this is the thing that he tweeted. It says, this may be an odd little detail, but it makes a big difference from the first screenshot from Minecraft 1.10. And the whole reason why I think he's doing this is because, if you think about it, there are, basically, it's really annoying to have to go into the overworld and kill a bunch of Endermen. Basically, what I'm thinking is what they're gonna do, Endermen are gonna naturally spawn in the Nether like it shows here, and you're gonna be able to kill them and make Eyes of Ender in the Nether, so you don't even need to, like, you basically don't even need to go to the overworld. You can stay in the Nether, and it'll probably be easier because they stand out a lot more, and it's not.
What if
they
they're
stand.
just aggressive?
What?
What if they're just aggressive and have like temples for the Endermen?
That could be a thing because in a later screenshot we'll come to that. I'm thinking of like different structures that they might be adding.
Yeah, about
So-
this image as well, I don't like how Enderman in the Nether, because, I don't know, the End have the End and the Pigmen have the Nether. I'm all for segregation of mobs. But, and also, I don't know if this is a thing, but I was looking at the tweet, like, when it first came out, and somebody made a good point, and it looks like the glowstone that you can see is lighting up the bottom, even though it's like really like lighting up the floor, even though it's really high up. I don't know if that's just
It's
me.
just lava.
Maybe. Yeah,
That-
maybe lava's in that little
That could
ditch
be
to the
just
right.
anything. It doesn't really.
Yeah.
Because there are some other hidden details that I might want to look over when we come to the next screenshots. Speaking of the next one, this rock. I do not know what it is. He actually did post a screenshot on Twitter, and he also did tweet this out. He said, "I have another 1.10 screenshot, but don't step on it." That's what he said.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
it's
what
a
I'm thinking
quicksand
of,
lava.
that's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
Another thing, like originally, like I remember I was watching a video about this, and people were like saying, "Oh, it might be an ore," but I don't think it would be an ore because look at
Yeah,
this
it's
screenshot.
everywhere.
It's everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
like think about nether quartz. It is basically almost all over the place, but it's not this apparent and also this abundant. So I
Mhm.
think it might be the thing where it spawns around lava lakes. Because if you look in the other screenshot with the Enderman, there was no visible lava except for a little blade that was coming out from the side. But
Yeah.
there was nothing around it. So I was thinking this spawns. And you see how it's especially apparent over the lava fall that's in the back, right next to the glowstone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So either it's something where you walk over it and you get set on fire, or what Forge said is what I was thinking. It's kind of like a quicksand block where you walk over it and then you start sinking in it.
Or maybe lava turns netherrack into that over time if it's close by.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
because there are some things of, well, because then eventually there'll be like no visible netherrack ever, and it won't really look that good.
Yeah.
And like, and there are some things like if you look at this, it could be that there was lava that seeped into the cracks of the netherrack because the netherrack has a really broken looking texture. It has a lot of holes in it,
Mhm.
so it could be lava was dripped into it and it's kind of like seeping because it does look like lava is in cracks of netherrack,
Yeah.
and especially the one that's right in front of the screen. It kind of flows down into the lava, which makes me feel like there was something, maybe like a lava stream that was here, and it kind of got into the cracks and flowed down. And like other things, usually there's like pillars of lava going down, especially the one towards the end. I don't really know what's even supposed to do. You bring up a really good point of it being a quicksand block, which is what I think it might be because it says don't. He said on Twitter, "Don't step on it."
I think it'll just light you on fire if you step on it.
That's what I was thinking at first, and then I said, "Oh, maybe it'll do like lava damage or something," because there is lava in the cracks. It does it's really abundant, so it's probably not going to be that important. But it's just pretty interesting that they have it there.
Next
So
slide.
next screenshot.
Polar bears.
This one, polar bears. All right, you gave it away. Anyway, what I was gonna say is this has been built up for a little bit. All the way back on March 7th, Jeb tweeted this. He said, "Rumor has it, I'm working on a new mob. Here's a hint, probably neutral, and base texture color is 242, 242, 242. Now the base color, obviously, is an off-white color, which is what these polar bears are. These polar bears weren't even they weren't even announced until I think a week later, which is pretty interesting. I think actually, yeah, almost like a month later actually. Yeah, on April 8th they uploaded it. So almost a month after they teased this mob, the actual screenshot came out. So
I'm still waiting for penguins.
And
yeah.
I don't know because I haven't really checked out any of the. I say new, but they're not really new. But any of the new ice biomes with the ice spikes or whatever. But there's full blocks of snow in the background instead of grass. I know there's a feature to do that on Optifine, but
That's
does that spot?
That's just a packed ice biome. Packed ice biomes. They have a layer of snow blocks, and underneath is dirt.
I've never been in
So-
one before.
So these guys are probably gonna spawn in ice spike biomes, and also probably not taigas. They're gonna probably spawn in snow plains. Yeah, and also an interesting fact about it. Basically, a lot of people were they kind of got onto the fact that it was gonna be a bear pretty quickly, because what happens is they actually found this out. I found it pretty interesting, and people managed to find this out. 242, which is the natural base color, is like I said, kind of it's the color of these polar bears. It's kind of like an off eggshell white color. And basically, the funny thing is that Jeb's wife, her Twitter handle ends with 242, and they recently just had a baby whose name in English means bear.
Oh.
So basically, this is actually a true fact. There's even a little picture on his Twitter showing his kid, whose name in English is bear. So people were thinking, oh, it might be a panda bear because the base color is white. It's not exactly the entire color. But then they released the image now. Turns out it was a polar bear. So, and like I said, it's like the whole cool thing about, like you said, probably neutral. What might happen is, apparently the babies are going to be completely neutral, the cubs, and then the adult polar bears are not going to get aggressive until you attack them, but they are going to be aggressive if you're around their babies, which is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of ice biomes, next picture, these weird skeleton things. Now,
I actually never saw this image until now.
we do have, it's actually kind of funny. Jeb did put on his Twitter, the actual tweet, I'm trying to find it right now, it was really short, and it was kind of just like, he said, where is it right now? I'm trying to find it again.
Once you try to find it, to me it looks like a lost soul. It was recently like a knight. If you know what
This is what his things are. This is what his tweet was. What are these? That's his tweet. And he said, based on work from Argo Major, aimed for Minecraft 1.10 and also Minecraft Pocket Edition. So it's probably going to come to Pocket Edition too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you guys see a pattern, almost all of these pictures take place in a snow biome or the Nether.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So is there going to be, like, think about, like, I remember I saw this one video. I forgot who it was by, but it was basically explaining 1.8. They added a lot of stuff like new mobs, like rabbits, and kind of like and they added like diorite and it's like granite. That's a lot of stuff that improved the overworld.
Yeah.
In 1.9, they can drastically improve the end. So people are thinking in 1.10 they're going to improve the Nether.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be like a Nether or like a fire and ice update.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things
I've heard
that are. Because I have no idea what these guys are supposed to be, but they look like they're just normal skeletons with white eyes and like ripped up
amulet.
armor.
Herobrine army.
Yeah, they're wearing it looks like they're wearing an amulet around the neck, I guess, the neck bone.
This
I don't know.
either might be this either might be just clothing that they're wearing, or it might be a new type of armor that you can wear.
Yeah, I
guess
was
from them.
actually thinking, yeah, it might just be a wearable type of, but I don't
Yeah.
know. It's not very Minecrafty. If it is like a wearable type of armor.
Yeah, but it's more
I
like
think that-
probably like a rare drop because there's two of the guys in this picture, but I bet they're gonna be pretty rare to find.
Maybe they'll have
Yeah.
fortresses in the ice biome for them.
What?
Fortress as well.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I'm made out of ice.
So-
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, like Navik said before, it was really cool how they're adding more stuff
Mm-hmm.
to like different biomes, especially how they're adding stuff to the Nether, and also the whole fire and ice theme. I find it to be kind of like that. So if you go into the next picture,
Can I discuss
opposite
this
end
one?
of the- Sure.
To me, them four symbols, like, they don't mean anything to me, of course, but to me, I think since it's in the Nether, it's going to be a way to generate new dimensions if you want to make worlds, like map makers and stuff. That's all I think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, okay, if you zoom in to that Nether Fortress,
By the way, we should
There's-
say first, these are the original structure blocks that Sarge added in a while back.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
now I'm actually gonna read the tweet off. You can explain what you think, Navical. I'm trying to find the tweet.
okay. Well, if you look at the back and also at the top left, there's these weird lines, and
the
to
sun?
me, I'm thinking it's I don't know how many people have played modded and know about. I believe it's Buildcraft that add like quarries and like filler blocks and stuff. It looks like those, and to me, I think so. The one on the left, the block on the left, looks like it's gonna fill in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The block one right to that looks like it's gonna like be able to like mine an area.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know about the
That one might
in
be
the,
empty,
like to the
like
right.
make like only an outline.
Yeah, maybe. And the one over the other side looks like it might like move the box or something. But to me, I kind of feel like it will be something like that you could set up like a nice like box and it'll destroy that area or like
Yeah.
fill that area with like a block or something. I don't know though. I don't.
Yeah. So
Commands.
what Jeb put on Twitter is he said made textures for Sarge's structure block. He said this is the second game editor block after command block. So I'm thinking they're probably not going to be. He said second in quotes game editor. It probably means you can't get these things in survival. Probably can only get
Yeah,
them in
no.
creative.
Yeah.
So they are probably
he
for-
said. Yeah, he said further there for like map makers.
Also, another thing that actually brought up a cool point is when Forge mentioned that there might be like a new or structure for stuff. If you look at the inside of the lined areas, is there ever a part of a Nether Fortress that has
Yeah, no,
fences
that's
like
what I
that?
was thinking.
It looks like a
looks
new
weird,
area of a
doesn't it?
Nether Fortress, and also look at the side right next to it. How there's a little pillar and the fence is going all around it. Do you see on the right side?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
point in Nether Fortresses where fences actually loop around pillars like that.
Yeah.
So this might be like a Nether Fortress that has been revamped and then it probably has to do something with these lines. I guess these lines have something. Like I looked over in this direction a second, I looked over there and then it looked like a new type of Nether Fortress. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Also,
was, but the lines, like he said, they could also be for like kind of like Buildcraft, how you can like
yeah.
kind of like fill an area and like empty out an area, move things. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. But it also does
Also,
highlight the new change, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but the the block to the left, the line to the left, like the little line to the top left.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you see that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see
That
it. I see it.
next to it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, next to it, it looks like that doesn't look like Netherrack. Maybe the lighting's just weird, but like next to it and one down and to the right doesn't really look like Netherrack.
That might
don't-
It's
that
more
might
purple.
Just be like that might just be like the anti-aliasing thing that they have in the settings. Because as you see, if you look farther away, it gets more blurry.
Yeah.
That's probably why as it goes far. But it could be anything. I doubt it would be though.
Mm.
Kind of looks like a nether brick kind of looking thing over there.
Yeah,
but-
it does, doesn't
What do you guys think
I
about
think-
auto jump?
I was gonna keep talking about this, but I was
Okay,
just
go
gonna
ahead.
say-
Go ahead.
it? Yeah,
the highlighting lines, like you said, could be for the structure blocks, but they also help because there's a line over here. It must mean something on the top left.
yeah.
But it also does highlight the new features, like I can see over here. And there's like the new Nether Fortress wall and the potential purple block that's over here.
Mhm.
But anyway, back to you, Forge, about the auto jump.
The auto jump is gonna ruin Hunger Games running away from people. That's all I'm gonna say.
How's it
That's
gonna ruin?
ruin Homer Games.
Because people won't have to jump in time with everything. It won't be as fun.
Well, then you don't need to.
Jumping isn't like jumping up a block. It's not like you can mess that up.
Just press space. And this was based off of from Pocket Edition,
Pocket
how
Edition.
there's an automatic,
Yeah.
basically when you jump, you will automatically basically go up. Or when you go up to a block, you'll automatically jump because the controls in Pocket Edition, of course, you need to use only
Yeah.
one set of controls, but somehow be able to do multiple functions.
Mhm.
So instead of having to jump up every single block, if you would be able to jump up the blocks, it would allow you to go up them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So, and also he
I-
said in a tweet, I'm gonna try to find. Yeah, you keep talking, Kevin. I'm trying.
I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be if you like rubbing up against a block, it'll make you jump. Which, if it is, I'm not gonna personally put it on, because I think it'll just be more annoying than helpful. Like I could imagine trampling crops and just jumping when I don't want to and stuff. With that on, but it could be done really well, and that's again going back to modded. Formcraft add Boots of the Traveler, which allow you to, if you walk into a block, it basically allows you to just step up it like as if it were a stair. Just like you don't jump, you just step up it. That might be cool, but that's, I don't know. I doubt it'll be that. It's probably just walk into it and jump like it is on Pocket Edition.
Yeah, and another thing, you can see how it's highlighted. You're gonna be able to turn that off, so it's not like it's gonna be like super. It's just like, oh, you need to use it. It's not like that's gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
He also did say something about how basically in 1.9 there was basically a pretty big issue of people that didn't really know about the new combat system. There was no indication to show that it was actually there, so they would be running around wondering why this stuff doesn't work. So they basically Jeb made, or I don't know who actually did it, but somebody made it so in the game they made it so it automatically goes to your hot or your crosshair section, so you can see the bar right away. And what he's doing right now is, he said in one of his tweets, he said that it's going to automatically be on when you go into 1.10. It's going to be on. You can turn it off, but it'll automatically be on, so new players will know that it's there.
Yeah.
And then I guess the next picture is the last one we're going to look at today.
Yep.
Yeah. they are going for a theme with those type of blocks. They like to put their little faces on, don't they?
Mhm.
Yeah, and also another thing I noticed is that there's an end portal over here. There might
I
have to be.
actually,
Oh, do you see that purple command block in the background?
That's already been in the game. Kid.
Is it? Oh, I'll
Yeah,
play
Yeah,
that.
that was added in 1.9.
Was it? Oh, well, I knew that.
but a thing me and Forge recently found out was that you can no longer, like in creative mode, just create your own end portal. Like just create your own. You used to be able to do that, and I guess that's being re-added. I guess that's what the end portal is showing.
Yeah.
Like you would have to find your own to go there in creative mode.
Mm.
Oh, what's that in the background as well? That little pillar. That's
A little pillar, probably. I
just
don't really know. I don't.
2.0.
It could just be a
It's-
slime block or something.
yeah. I'm
gonna
zooming in, and
That's what I'm
it's
gonna do.
not. It's just incredibly blurry when I've zoomed in.
There's also an enchanting table back there, but it's probably not important. There's also a bunny over here.
Everybody's
command
got little
blocks.
buddies.
There's bunnies over here. Oh, by the way, this is the new block. If you see, it's basically called the observer block, and it's basically a way of having anybody that does redstone, you guys obviously know what a bud switch is. It's basically just a switch that, or it's basically any block update will basically be detected by it's basically like a block update piston. What happens is if like a block were to update, let's say you were to eat a cake or break an anvil or something like that, it'll update that piston and it'll cause a redstone contraption to go. And that's been a bug for a long time, but now they're doing it so it's actually going to be in the game. And
Yeah, I wonder if they'll remove all like actual buds that are being used, because that's gonna break a. I doubt they will, but.
I doubt they're gonna remove the actual bud, but more of just add another way of doing it. So basically, I'm gonna read another tweet. He said, "This is what he said: Hype train. Someone is working on a device that acts as a proper bud block in Minecraft PC eventually, called the Observer. So it's probably not gonna come to PC immediately." And then DocM77 actually responded, with Jeb responded to it. He said, "I hope you get in touch with some redstone experts before you do this. Buds are not only used for update detection." And he said, "Feedback is welcome. Send the expert Daniel's way." So
Yeah,
they're basically taking all feedback. Daniel, by the way, is the guy who's been working on the observer block. It's basically the
and
bug.
just to add to that quickly, Doc did upload a video with his Zip Crowd crew, like talking about it and what they'd like to see for the Mojang developers.
Yeah, but I do find it cool how especially with people like as big as people that make videos for Minecraft every single day, they're taking like inspiration from other people, or they're taking like inspiration as like, oh, they're taking feedback, because he said feedback is welcome. Send the experts Daniel's way. He's making sure that it's right and it's how the community wants it to be. So he's basically they're allowing the community to basically make the next move, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So to the left as well, I've noticed there's floating trapdoors, which obviously isn't anything new. That was in 0.9. But also underneath that, I think
like
that might be that line again. It looks like what? Did you say?
I said it could just be packed ice.
It
Because look,
doesn't-
the
it
trapdoors
looks too
are above
thin to be a block.
No, because look, if you because you know how there's that glitch where you put trapdoors above your head and you jump and you go super fast. Maybe that has to do with something. But you can see, like the other line that's next to the building, that's just sky, because it doesn't cross through the stone brick all the way down to the bottom. If you can see, that looks like packed ice or any type of ice with a little trapdoors over it, so you'll be able to jump super fast. So that's probably what that is. So I guess that's it for the 1.10. Looking over Snapchat or looking over pictures, I have no more. We have no more pictures to show you. That was all the pictures that he sent out.
Yep. I'm guessing that's
So what do
it
you
for
guys
the
think?
podcast.
Yeah.
I have
what do you guys
this
think?
map.
What do you guys, first of all,
subscribers.
Yeah,
me too.
Kyle,
Like-
go.
what do you guys like? What's probably out of what we've seen today? You guys should also answer this in the comments too. I'm personally really curious. What is your favorite thing that they're gonna so far? What is your favorite thing that they're gonna be adding in 1.10? And do you have any theories about what these things mean? Like
Okay.
for me, I think the thing that I'm most excited about, I actually don't even know what I'm most excited about. Probably the whole idea of revamping the Nether, because the Nether has been really, really boring. And like I mean like they try to like, oh, if we can add anything to the Nether we'll try, but they haven't done that since 1.5, and the last thing they did was just add quartz, which didn't really help.
Yeah.
But now it looks like they're gonna do like a complete revamp, which is what they did to the end. So, what are your favorite things that's probably gonna come out of it? And like, definitely like talk about like what you think, what these things mean, especially like, oh, if we miss something, you can like post in the comments, say, oh, you missed this, it probably means this or something like that. So,
Chris, do you wanna go and say yours first?
Right. I've heard the Nether due to the fact how long I spend in the Nether getting Nether quartz, or that the polar bears because a new mob's always fun to play with. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like explore and see what they can do, how they breed and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm again. Like I said, the Nether's incredibly boring, and it's been out since like Halloween 2010 or whatever. Whenever
yeah,
it
Halloween
came out.
2010, that's when it came out.
So it needs an update. So I'm excited about that, but also the polar bears. I'm hoping it's not just going to be polar bears added. There's going to be other bears that's spawning other biomes, maybe, and maybe hopefully panda bears. That would be so amazing.
Panda bears eat
But,
like your sugarcane.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
because because sugarcane already kind of looks like bamboo.
yeah. But yeah, I think new mobs, it's pretty cool, and the redstone stuff they're doing, I think good.
Especially the structure blocks. I'm really excited for that because I'm not really the redstone type of person, but I do like messing around in Creative World to see what kind of new things they have. So structure block and Nether revamp, the potential Nether revamp.
Yeah. Is that
Alright,
it?
Chris and Kyle. Kyle, okay? No, I'll explain it first for Chris. So we came up with a number before of the total amount of subs although everyone on the server's channel combined has. But Chris, I'll tell you that something went wrong in the maths. I was way off.
Oh.
It was like way off.
Yeah.
So, would you like to both take a guess?
Kyle, you can go first.
I'm trying to think. I know some people have like Hazer right now has over 200 subscribers. I'm gonna say 482.
I'll go
Actually,
with
no, I
4.
don't think I was.
What?
Right, no, go on.
So if you're with 482, I'm with 483.
Yeah, 483 and 482. Yeah, Chris does it, by the way. He just adds 1 to your number, just so if it's bigger, he wins. But it's 2,444.
Nice.
2,000?
2,444.
Are you sure about
That's
that?
pretty cool. Yep, that's the
insane.
hub and everyone else. Yeah, it really is. We got like 2 people with like 300, 400, I think. So.
Yeah,
we got
the only
quite a
person
few.
I knew, and the only person I've actually checked their channel out and looked at their subscribers for some reason was Hazer. And also I looked at Forge, but he has less subscribers than him, so.
I know Sierra, I think, has like 465.
Oh, I
or
totally
something
forgot
like
about that.
She like increased like triple or like 5 times when she joined the server, like after a week of being in the server.
All to credit for us, so Sierra would just need like all the money you ever get, so yeah.
And you can waste all your money. But anyways, you guys happy with the podcast?
That was really fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Alright.
what you can do, you can click subscribe on all the other people who have been in this podcast. Kyle, me, Navak, and check out the other members on the server. Thanks for watching this podcast. You too can say bye.
If you click the eye in the top right, you can see our channels. That works on both PC and I was gonna say Pocket Edition, PC and mobile. Also, in the comments, you can give us maybe suggestions of what we can talk about next time.
Also, give us your
but
theories
we hope
about
you
what's going to
enjoy
be
it.
coming at 1.10. What's your favorite thing that's going to
Yeah,
be
I'm
coming?
interested.
Yep.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching.
I'm interested in that, but yep, see ya.
And
See
bye.
ya.